week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see who's better, Houston's former team or its current one. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Christian Harris on the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Levis. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to, in turn, send a punt away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Titans will get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Levis now off the play fake. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. Complete beyond the marker. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 from the 41. Levis throwing again. That throw finds Okonkwo.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A gift to Spears, running right. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Levis. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Stroud off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Texans' 22-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long, here's Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dameon Pierce now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Schultz with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Stroud throwing here on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have second down behind the sticks. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Levis. He has the first over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Levis back to throw. Tremble with the grab. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Spears running behind center. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 16. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Number 16, Traylon Burks. 1st and goal at the
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Spears. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Titans make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out now come the Texans on offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First down, Stroud. Finding Collins. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. That pass caught by Tate Dell. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's Stroud now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Titans sending their offense, and Tajay Spears out there. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Titans will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. Levis now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Like 54, like 54.
From the gun, Levis. Shakes himself, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Fair catch made here at the 30. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Christian Harris on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They run once more with Spears. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Levis from the shotgun. He's got the first down grab and still going. Looking to throw, Levis. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Levis to the air now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
From the 27. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Levis setting to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Levis throwing again. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Stroud throwing here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. couldn't connect on first. It's second down. On play action, here's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he's been one of the players of this game. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They send him left out of the slot. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football. Everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. Matthew Stafford with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Antonio Gibson with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. We got a solid first half out of the man from Kentucky, Will Levis. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they played on their side of the ball.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by Cedric Gray. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Titans and Will Levis set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Running it with Spears. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun. That'll be complete to Burks. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Slot man in motion left. Levis now on 1st down. Gets caught. This is Tajay Spears. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they get this down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Levis. Stays in the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Pollard goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They send the tight end in motion left. Now Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Stroud off the play fake. To the sideline, Colin.